Hello there. My name is Mike Poage, and I am the founder and CEO of Baby Bonds, a new platform for parents and caregivers designed to help them collect contributions from friends and family and turn those into longer-term savings for their children. Today, I'm going to be walking you through how to get started in Baby Bonds and all that you need to do to start earning for your little ones in no time at all. Once you have logged into your account, you will start off on your dashboard. Here you will see a list of all the children that you have set up in the system, along with some high-level information about the contributions that they have received thus far. Contributions can have one of a few different statuses, which I will quickly explain before moving on. Firstly, when a contribution is made, it is listed as pending, which means the contributor has up to 30 days to request a refund. Once the 30 days have elapsed and no refund has been requested, the contribution will get marked as approved, which means that during our next fulfillment window, it will be converted into the appropriate form of savings bond for your child. After the fulfillment has occurred, the contribution will be listed as processed. Lastly, Baby Bonds has a rolling 45-day fulfillment window, which simply means that every 45 days, we will process whichever contributions are currently listed as approved at the time we run that process. So moving on, I'm going to show you how to go about setting up your child's profile in your account. As you can see, I already have a few children listed here, but if this is your first time, you will see no one. To create a child's profile, simply click on the button in the top right of the table on the dashboard that says New Child. This will take you to a new page where you can put down some basic information about the child. Additionally, you are able to get here by going into the sidebar, clicking Children. When that expands, just clicking Add Child. Here you will enter in your child's name, their gender, when they were born, and then lastly, a baby picture of them. Once you are done with that, simply just hit Submit. You will then end up on the information page for your child, which will have some additional options that you can adjust around their contribution settings. These settings are the fulfillment preference for your child. These can either be Series EE or Series I savings bonds. I'm not going to go into too much detail about what the difference is between the two or how they work, but there will be other materials that you can reference that will help give more information about that on support.babybonds.shop. The second option are the suggested amounts. Now, these are used on your children's landing page, and we'll see what they look like shortly. We pre-fill the options for you to either be $5, $15, or $25, but you are welcome to change this at any time. Do note that people are still able to enter in custom contribution amounts based on the contribution cap for your child. You can also have up to 3 suggested amounts currently, but you are welcome to have less than that. So no suggested contributions, 1 or 2. The next option, which relates to the previous one, is the contribution cap. This is the maximum amount of money that you want to allow somebody to contribute at any one time to your child. By default, it is $10,000, but you are welcome to change it to anything lower than that amount. The reason it is this level is due to federal regulations around how many savings bonds an individual can receive in a single year. Finally, the last option will allow for recurring contributions, which means that your friends and family can set up a recurring contribution to your child. This can either be done on an annual, quarterly, monthly, or every 2-week basis. Besides that, everything else on this page can be updated by you, including your child's profile picture. To edit that, simply click on the link, or the picture, A modal will appear, just like when you added it. You can re-add the photo, and it will automatically update accordingly. Now that we are done setting up your child's profile, let's take a look at what the landing page will look like to others. Simply scroll to the bottom of the page and click the button that says Preview Child's Profile. Clicking this will take you to the public landing page for your child. Once the page loads, you should see a few pieces of information that look pretty familiar. At the top, we have your child's name, followed by their profile picture, a timeline of important life events for your child, more on that in a bit, and then of course some boxes which will contain the suggested amounts from earlier that people can contribute. Lastly, there is a button at the bottom which will allow individuals to set a custom contribution, again up to the contribution cap that you have set on the previous section. Now, it is important to note that at the moment we do not allow for any styling or customization of this page, but we will be exploring ways that we can open that up in the future, and we will be sure to reach out to you and let you know once that is live. I'm also going to take a few minutes to show you what the checkout page will look like. If you are already logged in, when you get here, you will see your name, your email, as well as a form fields to enter in your credit card information. If you are not logged in, as your friends and family probably will be at this point, they will just see a form for entering in their email, along with optional fields for creating an account. In the case of setting up a recurring contribution, they will need to actually create an account so that they can further manage that down the road. So taking a step back to the previous page, I mentioned the section about life events, and I want to explore that a little bit more. Life events and baby bonds represent important moments in your children's lives that you wish to celebrate with your friends and family. These can be things such as religious events, like a christening, a baptism, something school-related, like a performance or a graduation, a birthday, or really any other special moment that they might have. These present opportunities for you to receive gifts for your child in the form of contributions, and I'm going to spend the next couple of minutes showing you how to manage those. If you go back to your admin area and click into one of your children's profiles, you will see an option in the sidebar for life events. Clicking on that will take you to a page with a list of all their life events. If this is your first time setting up one for them, you will see an empty table similar to what you saw on the children page, or your dashboard, I should say. Clicking the option to create a new life event will open up a modal where you can enter in a couple of pieces of information. The first being the title of the event. Secondly, you will have the category for the event. If you are unsure what category it falls under, that is totally fine. Just leave it as other and you can update that later on. Next, you will put in the event date, so when the event will occur. And then the last piece of information you need to fill out is the life event's description. This is where you can convey any information that would be relevant about the life event and how it relates to your child. And this will appear on the public-facing pages that you will be sharing out with your loved ones. Once you have filled out the form, just hit Save Event. Just like when you create your child's profile, you will end up on a page where you will be able to update the life event, including the same contribution options that we saw for your child. Similar to those options, when somebody sees your child's life event landing page, those options will tailor their experience. One of the key differences, though, is that we do not currently allow for recurring contributions on life events. So you will not see that toggle appear here. You will also need to publish a life event in order for others to see it. To do that, once you have finished filling out the information, simply come down here and hit Publish Life Event. So I'm going to quickly just add in a picture, so that way it looks nice. I'm going to hit Save Changes, and then next I'm going to publish the life event. Then finally, I'm going to go preview the landing page. The last thing I want to note is if you go back to your child's profile page and hit refresh, you will now see the life event appear in that important life events box. And that's all you will need to get started. From here, just send these landing pages links to your friends and loved ones, and once you have approved contributions, we will reach out to you with next steps on how the fulfillment process works. In the meantime, if you have any questions, issues, comments, or concerns, please reach out to us at support@babybonds.shop, and we will also have additional information and training materials on support.babybonds.shop. Take care, thank you, and I'm excited to see what we can do together.